Okay, so going to day 4, October 8. First thing that we went to was breakfast, of course, at KFC. Again, chicken tayo. Starfield Library, Starfield Mall, COEX Aquarium. We also went to Bong Yun-sa Temple. And lastly, last stop natin sa Ilan Cruise. Eto, but ito yung naging ano natin, babe, for day 4.
Day 4, maganda kasi yung DSP, simulan mo siya ng hapon. Kaya punta ka muna dun sa mga free na spot. O yeah, Starfield, libre lang naman. Nag-o-open yung COEX Mall 10 AM eh.
Aha.
So, mag-Starfield ka muna, i-start mo yung DSP mo ng hapon. Para technically mukha siyang 3 days. Pag panik mo lang doon, puntahan mo na yung Gangnam Style. Tapos, tatawid ka lang dun sa COEX, no, yung Bong Unsa na. Para masulit mo talaga. Okay din mag-Ilan Cruise ng gabi. Parang 8 na nga yung nakuha natin yun, no?
Oo.
8:30.
Hindi na tayo umabot sa 7 yan. At saka medyo mahaba yung naging lakad talaga. Kala natin kakayan. Actually, kaya dapat. Umabot tayo eh. Ang kaso lang, hinabol natin yung pag-claim sa
Kami
DSP.
bata kasi.
Oo. Anyway, it's still okay. Nakuha natin yung 8:30 sa cruise sa Ilan. Kaya naging ganyan yung tinarara for day 4 kasi we consider the start time of our DSP. The moment na ginamit namin to sa COEX Aquarium, automatically doon siya nag-activate. Okay, so yon. So punta tayo ng expenses. So again, breakfast at KFC. We spent 23,900. Dito pala napansin namin sa mga fast food nila. Again, tulad na sinabi namin, mga orders dito is always usually good for at least 2. Nag-try kami mag-solo order dito. Sobrang laki ng difference kumpara sa bundles nila. So we had this bundle meal, papatak ng additional 300, 400 pesos kung nag-solo order pa kami. So we spent 1,004 pesos. COEX Aquarium. So again, this is the start of our DSP. Wala tayong binayaran dito. Pero kung titignan natin yung website nila, ayan. So as you can see, no, so COEX Aquarium, this is their actual website. 26,000 Korean won for adults. Originally 33,000, pero kung makuha mo ng 26,000 due to the promotion, it's going to equate to 1,100, 1,092 pesos. Balik tayo sa ating itinerary. Bumili tayo ng ibang snack.
Kasi ang dami rin sa break sa KFC na tira.
Correct, ang dami na tira nun, no bundle na yon. Kaya yun pa rin, iba namin kinain, and then we bought extra snacks nung tayo sa COEX Aquarium. So we spent extra 2,700 won. Ano lang to, tamang snacks lang to ni Lia and water. Aside from that, lakad na ulit kami, pumunta na tayo ng Bong Yun-sa Temple. And ito na yung nag-ice cream ba tayo, Beno? For 10,200. And nag-isa-isa kaming ice cream. We spent 10,200 Korean won. And the last location namin for day 4 is the Ilan Cruise. Again, this is for free. Kung wala kang DSP, ang iyong gagastusin ay, ayan. Ang nakuha namin as part of DSP is the Moonlight Music Cruise, which is originally for 29,900. Kung kukunin natin yan in pesos, that's equivalent to 1,255 and 80 cents.
Bawi mo na yung binili mo sa DSP pag
per head.
nag-COEX ka lang tsaka nag-ganyan din, no?
Okay, so since again, libre si Lian, we're not going to consider her part of the gastos, pero kaming tatlo pa lang ni Mami, kung itatimes natin yung per head niyan, syempre, it's going to be 3,767 on top of whatever gastos. Pero since sa DSP tayo, it's for free. So going back to the expenses natin, last expense natin for that day was some ramen and snacks at Ilan Cruise area. Kasi ito yung part na naghihintay kami since di namin nabuti yung 7 o'clock. Yung ginawa namin. Ang lamig dito sa area na to, no, be? Sobrang hangin. Yung breeze plus yung gumagabi na sobrang lumamig na yan. Pero it was a fun experience. Kailangan mo talagang mag-jacket na, mag-trench coat, mag-gloves. Hindi mo naman ganung level para mag-earmuffs ka, pero sobrang lamig na rin ito.
Di tsaka may baby ka, hindi mo sila jacket na masipon.
Correct. Anyway, we spent 14,600 for those snacks, which is equivalent to 613 pesos and 20 cents. So, for day 5, kung tayong day 5, ito yung mga naging itinerary namin. So, October 9, Gwanghwamun Square, and then Hanbon Rental. Hanbok. Gyeongbokgung Palace, Bokchon Hanok Village, Namsan Cable Car, and Namsan Seoul Tower. Ayan. So, bakit ito yung mga naging itinerary natin for day 5?
Ayun, kasi nga diba, sarado yung Gyeongbokgung ng Tuesday. Kaya nag-Gangnam naman tayo noon. Tapos yung second day mo, pag Korea, di ba parang maganda talaga ma-experience mo yung Gyeongbokgung, Namsan Tower. So yan na yun, tsaka magkakalapit lang yan. Pero yung Namsan Tower naman, malapit yan kasi sa guest house natin. Kaya okay lang kahit last na siya.
Ayun. Mapapansin nyo, ito yung mga magkakalapit na area. Ito yung mga nakukuha namin for free. Kasi nga, may DSP tayo. Meron tayong climate card. It's all within Seoul. Magbabalik-balik tayo kung saan libre lahat.
Wait lang, kung nag-Gwanghwamun ka na, punta ka na din sa Great Sejong, tsaka yung dalawa yan eh.
Ayun. So, pag nag-Gwanghwamun Square ka, pagbaba mo ng bus mismo, nandyan na yung statue ni Great Sejong.
Oo.
No? So, isa sa mga great leaders ng Korea.
Diyan yung K-drama ni Lee Min-ho. Yan, The King Eternal Monarch.
So, dito nag-shooting sina Lee Min-ho noon for that Netflix series ba? Film? The King, Eternal Monarch. Kaya so sa Great Sejong statue, meron silang spot dyan. Kaya ang dami rin pipicturan dyan. So after na magpicturan kay Great Sejong, pumunta tayo dun sa hanbok na rental namin for the hanbok. And again, for free since it's covered by DSP.
Pero mahal din pag mag-rent ka.
Parang papatak rin siya ng 1,000 plus din per hanbok. Depende sa klase ng hanbok na kukunin mo. Pag premium, mas mahal. Parang additional 500, 600 per hanbok. Without the accessories pa yon. So again, for foreigner privileges, kuha na kayo ng Discover Seoul Pass. Very worth it. So pagkuha namin ng hanbok, punta tayo ng Gyeongbokgung Palace. This is the breakdown of our expenses for day 5. Medyo marami kasi ang haba rin. Actually, nakapagod nung araw na to. Ang daming lakad, ang daming hintay, pero all worth it. Yan. So pagbaba natin dyan, ang unang expense natin was breakfast. Sa may papunta ng hanbok na. Sabi ni Ate Anya, Mommy, I'm hungry. So may nakita kaming nagtitinda ng mga cheese breads and candies and whatnot. So una namin binili was the cheese and egg in that area. Sobrang galing, ang sarap, para siyang pancake na may cheese sa loob, no? So 6,000 Korean won. We bought 2 of that, 3,000 Korean won each. That's 252 in pesos. We also bought the red bean para kay Mami, 3,000 Korean won. Itong batang to. Tinawag, pinapatuhan pa ako. Kulit-kulit talaga niyan. So, 3,000 Korean won for that red bean, 126 pesos. Siyempre, para kay Leah, she bought candy and marshmallow, 2,500 each. So, we bought some water, parang combination na naman, pumatak pa na additional 10,000 Korean won, 420 pesos. And then, for the handbook rental, again, it's for free. Ito na yung part ng DSP namin sa handbook na, tulad sinabi, papatak siya ng 1,000 at least per handbook. Ito na lang binayaran namin since si Leah di namin siya kinuha ng DSP. Kaya nagbayad kami ng 20,000 Korean won. So that's for the kid alone. It's 840. What more again for the adults? Okay, so wala pa accessory yung kay Leah, talagang handbook lang yan. And then ito, yung sa handbook hair accessories nila Ate Anya at ni Mami, 3,000 Korean won each. So 6,000 Korean won ang binayad namin dyan. At sa akin, kumuha lang ako ng pang guard na hat na 3,000 Korean won din, 126 pesos. Gyeongbokgung Palace entrance, kung hindi ka naka-handbook, meron silang bayad na 3,000 to 3,500 for entrance. Siguro kasi ito yung main palace nila sa Korea ba, Beth? Kaya pagpunta mo rito, napaka-crowded din ng area na to. Pag naka-handbook ka, galing ka sa amang rental, diretso ka na. Pag hindi ka naka-handbook, pipila ka pa doon, anong haba ng pila para lang magbayad ka ng entrance fee and then papasok. Might as well get the experience of wearing the handbook na rin, di ba? For food, late lunch, ito na yung first Samgyup experience namin na unang-una ay gusto na namin gawin kasi hindi namin magawa. Kasi nga may kasama tayong kids. So, dito tayo sa day 5 nakapag-Samgyup. Sobrang sarap. Iba talaga yung experience. Sobrang alright. Pangalan ng restaurant was Mansyokgun. Popost lang ulit natin dito para makita nyo yan. If you wanna check it out, magkano yung total. Iba-iba yung package nila. Pero for us, we took the bundle meal which is 56,000 Korean won. Hindi andito, pero busog. Hindi ko alam bakit nakakabusog yung pagkain nila. Ang sarap, ang bigat. For 56,000 Korean won, equivalent to 2,352 pesos. After that, we
Yeah,
had ice cream. Nag-dessert tayo, pambababa ng kinain. It's may Lilia, malapit lang yan sa may Hanbok Nam. And it was for 4,000 each. So we got 2 of them, 8,000 Korean won, 336 pesos. And then after that, we went...
Nag-bookshon nga tayo, pero epic fail.
Ayan. Yung, kung nakita nyo kanina, technically that meron kaming ang Bokchon Hanok
Pumunta
Village.
naman talaga tayo doon.
Pumunta kami, ang kaso nagka-problema nga tayo dito sa pag-withdraw sa isa sa mga global ATM sila doon. And it was a hard-learned lesson. Na kung mag-withdraw ka, might as well do your withdrawals at an actual bank. Woori Bank, ano ba yung mga banks nila, mga main branches nila, do it in an actual bank para alam mong may funds. Kasi pag nagkaroon ka ng problema sa pag-withdraw, it can take up to 72 days. What? Local banks, yun ang sabi sa amin doon sa bank namin. And ang dami nung in-spend naming oras sa pagtawag internationally sa bangko. And just imagine how much that was. Sasabihin mo ba? 4,700. Just imagine, 4,700 for a phone call para lang ma-resolve mo yung sitwasyon. Hindi nag-dispense yung pera sa ATM machine. Mistakes, huwag nyo kaming gayahin doon. And siguro another thing that we can provide as a tip is if you're going to Korea, might as well bring some actual pesos with you para mag-money exchanger ka rin. Sabi nila there are places there are locations na mas mura. Huwag ka magpapapalit sa airport. Mababa ang exchange rate sa airport. Pag lumabas ka, maraming money exchanger na makukuha mo yung value ng pera mo. That's an extra option if you want to use it. For the transportation naman, ito ay round-trip ticket sa Namsan Cable Car.
Hindi mo na kayang maglakad.
Oo. Ito na yung galing tayo na ng Bokchon Hanok Village. Pagkababang pagbaba ng Myeongdong, diretso kami ng Namsan Cable Car. Medyo gabi na rin ito. Pero...
Naligaw-ligaw pa tayo.
Oo, ito. Naligaw rin tayo nito. Ay, ito yung sinasabi ko kanina na pag nagkamali ka, it's not Naver app issue, it's user issue. Just take note kung saan kayo sasakay base sa tinuturo ni Naver. If it doesn't make sense, parang hindi tumutugma yung station per station na pinupuntahan nyo, bumaba na kayo, tumawid kayo, itututo kayo ni Naver sa tamang lokasyon at tamang sakayan. So anyway, pagdating namin ng Namsan Cable Car, kumuha ng round trip ticket. So 15,000 per adult. So that's 30,000 for me and mommy. Plus 11,500 para kay Ate Anya. 12 years old and below, it's still considered child. It's a discounted price. So we spent 41,500 Korean won. It's equivalent to 1,743 round ticket Namsan Cable Car. And this is going to the Namsan Observatory Tower, which is again for free kay DSP. If kukunin mo yan ng walang DSP, magkano nga abutin mo? Let's see. Ayan, so kung kayo ay pupunta ng Namsan Observatory, Namsan Seoul Tower Observatory at walang DSP, you will pay 21,000 Korean won for adults. Children and elderly will be 16,000 Korean won. So if you're going to convert 21,000, it will be 882 pesos per head. So,
Sulit din talaga.
almost 900, di ba? So, sobrang sulit. Ilang araw pa lang kami, pero more than kung magkano na yung binayad sa DSP, sa Discover Seoul Pass. So, sobrang alright yung Discover Seoul Pass talaga. Okay, so nandito tayo sa Namsan Observatory Tower. We spent one thing, which is the tower photo souvenir. Maganda yung quality, naka-display na sa baba. It's for 25,000.
Autumn yung pinili ko.
Pwede kang pumili ng
So,
background.
spring, autumn,
Ang ganda na
winter.
nakakatuwa. Parang 3D na yung frame niya. Pakita na lang rin natin, pipicturean ko, post natin dito. Pero it's for 1,050 pesos and that's for day 5. Let's go to day 6. Okay, so dito tayo day 6 and ito yung mga pinuntahan namin. One of the best things na muna punta namin, Lotte World. This is full day. Sobrang laki, hindi namin actually nasulit lahat ng rides kasi ang dami rin tao. After Lotte World, nag-dinner kami and then we went to Myeongdong Night Market. Ako na lang to at saka si Mami. So Mami, bakit ito yung naging itinerary natin for day 6?
For day 6, kasi nga, syempre, pag last day na, hindi mo naman talaga kayang bumangon ng maaga, diba? Pero, minake sure nga natin na before mag-expire yung DSP, nasa Lotte World na tayo. Kasi,
Tama.
basta makuha mo na yung ticket. So, kaya parang yung 48 hours mo, technically, para siya naging 3 days.
Yan ang ultimate DSP hack. So kung matatandaan nyo kami sa day 4, nag-start kami sa COEX Aquarium which opens at 10 o'clock. Ginawa namin a little bit later and then we went to Lotte World that opens around the same time pero kinuha namin ng mas maaga para ma-take advantage pa rin namin as a whole day. That's the time na nag-end yung DSP namin. Okay, so let's go to the expenses that we had for day 6. So another grocery, yung additional water ni Leah. Snacks, ramen, at kung ano man noodles, which is 9,800 Korean won. So 411 pesos and 60 cents. Lotte World entrance. So this is for free. Again, using DSP, nakalibre kami rito. Pero kung wala kang DSP, ito ang gagastusin mo. Per head. Wala kaming folk museum. Yung ordinary park ticket lang kami, which is 59,000. So valid admission, adventure, Magic Island, and playing facilities. Lahat to nakuha namin. So per head, 59,000 Korean won. That's equivalent to 2,478 pesos. Ayan. So again, that's how much you will spend kung wala kang DSP sa Lotte World. Pero again, nakuha namin ng free. Okay, so after that, baby ticket.
May rides kasi doon na may bayad doon.
Correct. Nalimutan ko kung gaano katangkad dapat yung baby para maging free. Si Lia hindi pumasok doon kasi matangkad na si Lia. So in short, we had to buy that baby ticket para ma-take advantage din yung mga rides, makapasok siya mga attraction. Which was for 15,000 Korean won. So we spent 630 pesos for that. Nung kapasok kami sa Lotte World, una namin ginawa was to have brunch. Di na lunch. Brunch dapat yan. Domino's Pizza, we spent 61,900 which is equivalent to almost 2,600
dami.
pesos.
Na naman natira.
Naiuwi pa ni ate yung iba
Isang
dyan.
box nga yung natira.
Which is parte ng plano namin ni Mami yan para makapag-date kami at the latter part of the day. So for snacks, 9,000. Whibsy para kay Lia, bilihan ng mga gummy bears, 7,900. Yo-Yo Ball, yung toy ni Lia na 7,000 Korean won, equivalent to 294 pesos. And again, itong mga dagdag na to na for pasalubong, we're just adding them up para at the end of this presentation, makita natin how much talaga na spend namin. Pero again, it's your preference kung ano yung bibili nyo, nasa sa inyo yan. For makeup and skincare, 214,800 Korean won, equivalent to 9,021.60. And then nag-Harmony Market kami for pasalubong, which is 24,000. Kung yung mga HBAF na to, which is equivalent to 1,008 pesos. And then last thing that we did for the day was yung date namin ni Mami sa Bornga.
Yung pala na may-ari, no? Yung sa Culinary Wars.
Oo.
Si Judge Pike.
Judge Pike, yung ito pala yung judge ng sa Culinary Wars na napanood lang namin nung pagbalik namin ng Pilipinas. And sayang, sana nakapag-explore din kami ng mga ibang bagay-bagay sa restaurant dun sa Korea. Kaso, it's a good experience na dito kami nakakain ni Mami noon. Kasi ang sarap din nung barbecue rito, no? Yung sangyup nila, and it's worth it as well. So may mga package meals sila rito, package deals ng mga meat. Di rin siya unli, pero what we did was we customized what we want. Nakatipid kami, mas nakarami kami, nakasulit kami dyan. So 36,500 Korean won na pumatak ng 1,533 pesos. Okay, that's for day 6. Alright, so patapos na tayo. So for day 7, October 11, which is a Friday, ito na yung part na nagpapakta tayo o nag-impake na. We went to BHC Chicken, Myeongdong Shopping. Ayan, sige Mami, ano yung naging natin dito? Ba't ito yung itinararan natin for day 7?
Ano lang yan, chill na lang yan, tsaka impake na lang. Kasi hindi natin kaya mag-arex, diba? Kaya kailangan bus lang, diba? Tapos yun, konting last minute shopping sa Myeongdong. Kasi nung Thursday nung gabi, nagsasara din talaga yung mga stores.
Correct.
Sa Korea, hindi sila yung parang aktuwa na parang.
Oo, kasi kala namin, nung nag-Myeongdong kami, late night Myeongdong namin, kala namin marami pa kami makikita at maraming bukas, hindi rin. Pero as for the travel, hindi naman sa hindi namin kaya mag-arex. Pero sobrang mahihirapan kami pag nag-arex kami. Due to, yun nga, may mga kids tayo. Pero let's see kung ano yung breakdown ng expenses natin for day 7. Alright, so for day 7, kasi nyo, we don't do breakfast talaga. It's really a combination of breakfast and lunch.
Malate na lang yung natutulog.
So it's brunch.
Hindi man late.
From day 1 to day 8, we always consider chicken as our main meal. Always chicken tayo, chicken all the way. Meron tayong paunti-unting noodles, kung anumang bread and whatnot, pero it's really usually chicken. So that's 44,000 Korean won. Sobrang sarap din dito sa BHC, no? One of the famous chicken branches nila sa Korea, which is 1,848 pesos. So after BHC, binitnan si Badet at si Jed, mga friends natin from work.
Kaya ngayon, first day nila yan, halos last day na nila.
Oo, hindi na tayo nakapagtugma para makapag-travel together sana, kasi yun nga, first day nila, almost last day na namin. Pero after that, we went for gummy bears again for Lia, 1,900 Korean won, almost 80 pesos. And then nag-shopping si Mami ng sunglasses or shades. Blue Elephant, original price niya was almost 100,000 kasi 49,000 each yung shades. Pero bumaba na lang siya ng 94,800 due to tax refund. Okay, and then nag-ice cream din tayo sa Myeongdong area na lang to. Yung mahabang ganun na ice cream. Ayan, so that was for 4,000 each. We bought 2 of that, 8,000 Korean won. So again, 336 pesos. Bumili tayo ng additional diaper ni Leah. Kasi medyo kinabahan kami, baka kulangan pagdating ng airport. It's the last day and wala tayong pagbibilan doon. So, bumili tayo ng extra, 4,900 for the pack, 205 pesos. And then, ito na, last few expenses, limousine bus from Myeongdong to Incheon Airport. So, we rode the bus 6001 going to the airport. Ganito rin. So, 17,000 for each adult and then 12,000 for Ate Anya. Kaya 46,000.
And pwede magbayad ng cash
Yan.
sa driver.
If you prefer that. Then, nung nasa airport na kami, we bought some snacks for Ate Anya. Pumatak ng 8,000 Korean won. Okay, so last day natin sa Korea, day 8, Saturday, October 12. So, yung last ride ng limousine buses going to the airport is 8 o'clock p.m. And we chose to take that route kasi meron sanang RX na hanggang 11:59. Ang kaso, mahirap pag mag-RX pa kami, like nung in-explain namin kanina, since may kids tayo. Imbes na i-rest namin, ang following day, ang resume ng buses is 4 a.m. Hindi namin tinigyan kasi baka magkaroon pa ng problema. Ang flight namin is 8:50. So pag nagkaroon tayo ng problema doon at madelay ng konti, may chance na maiwan tayo. Kaya we chose to take that last ride from the day before para doon na kami magstay sa airport.
Pero kung ang flight nila hindi Cebu pa, kunyari, mga Jeju Air, tapos mga 12 ng tanghali, diba? Okay lang, magbas sila ng Maga or Arix. Tayo lang kasi 8:50 alangan eh. Eh, di syempre, diba, nasa boarding gate ka na, mga 1 hour before the ano, diba?
Again, depende sa flight details.
Saka morning.
Nagkasakto kasi kami Cebu Pak eh. That's how it is for the flight times. Pero wala tayong masyadong expenses dyan. Pagdating natin ng airport, yun nga, kumain lang tayo ng konti. Naghintay na lang kami ng flight namin at 8:50 a.m. Pagdating ng Pilipinas, grab going home. So yun. Kung isasum natin, total ang magkano ginastos natin from day 0 to day 8. Ang ginastos natin ay 144,271.09. So, again, para sa amin, this is budget considering na 4 kami with kids for 8 days. So, if you think this is medyo mahal, let us know. This is including everything. Pero, kung tatanggalin natin shopping at pasalubong na again, depende sa preference mo, ito lang yung magiging total namin. From 144 to 7109, ito yung difference in price. So, yan ang ating naging expenses, full itinerary. If you think this helps, hopefully, at umabot ka rito sa part na to, sana you will like, share, and subscribe para matulungan natin din ibang tao na naghahanap rin ng ganitong klaseng itinerary with kids and whole fam. So, i-share din namin yung link below ng aming Excel file with everything on it para lang ma-access nyo. And we'll also post kung anong sama namin nakuha, yung mga bagay-bagay, accommodation, travel tours, packages, DIY links and purchases na ginawa namin. So it can also help you na for your travel if you plan to travel soon anytime, especially on October time. So ayun mga tayo mga ka-alright. Again, salamat sa panonood and pagtabay sa ating Korea travels. Hopefully again Japan tayo next time. We'll see. If you have any suggestions or comments, let us know in the comment box below. Babush!